no matter where you are, even if you're at the office. So those of you who say, I don't have time for yoga, you can do yoga at work in your chair. No excuses. You can do this. I'm Kristy Austin. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to Lux Media Studios. Welcome to Whole-ly Chit. I am your host, Kristy Austin, here to remind you that you are whole. And chit, a Sanskrit word for pure consciousness, the reason that I started this podcast. So today we're going to be talking about our immune system, something that is overlooked most of the time. We take it for granted, thinking it's always there for us. And I'm going to talk about some things that I do to help keep mine in alignment when maybe you're not feeling yourself or a little bit off, like you might let some viruses or things into your immune system that we don't want. So right now it's cold outside. Most of the states it's has snow and we're inside. We're huddled inside by a fireplace, not wanting to leave our house. What happens then? We get sick. We get sick because we are not getting that vitamin D. Our bodies actually create vitamin D when is exposed to sun. A lot of people think that vitamin D is just a vitamin, right? No, vitamin D is actually a hormone that we need. We need to live. So when we're outside in the sun, our body produces vitamin D, and most of Americans they are deficient in vitamin D. And the reason for that is because we are not outside as much as we used to be. We are indoors, or our kids are playing video games. We're not exposed as much to the sun. So there are supplements that you can take, vitamin D supplements. I recommend taking vitamin D with K2 because the K2 helps your body to absorb that vitamin D. Um, so if you're not able to get outside, take a vitamin D supplement. We have calcium, magnesium, zinc, vitamin C, elderberry. Another big supplement that I recommend taking is probiotics. Probiotics are so important. They keep our gut healthy, and this is where most of the viruses start, is in our gut. If we do not have a healthy gut that can purge out toxins, that can purge out viruses when they are exposed, that is where they sit, they marinate, they fester throughout our body. So if you're taking probiotics, not just when you're on antibiotics, but on a regular basis, it will keep your immune system healthy. So those are some of my favorite supplements. I let the sun hit my eyes because the sun actually uh, goes in through your eyes. You don't want to look directly at the sun because the damaging UV rays during the day, but a half an hour during sunset and a half an hour during sunset and during sunrise, there's a half an hour before and after that is okay to look at the sun. So if you are looking at the sun during sunrise for that half an hour or during sunset for that half an hour, you're safe. It is okay to look at the sun, and it is actually a way to receive that vitamin D. A lot of people don't know that because we've been told don't look at the sun. And yes, we don't want those damaging UV rays, but there are times of the day that it is okay to look at the sun. So that is also a great way to get vitamin D if you don't maybe have the money to go get supplements. A lot of people say, well, I don't have the money to take all these supplements. I understand there are natural ways in our foods and the sun that we can get these things into our bodies. And you know what? It's funny because a lot of people, once they get on this health journey, they just buy. And before you know it, you have this big counter full of supplements and you're so confused. You don't know what you're taking for what. And that can be a little too much sometimes. So sometimes just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Make sure you're getting some sun. Make sure you're taking just a good multivitamin that has the things that you need in it. Or you're not taking any supplements and you're just having your smoothie with all your good protein and vitamins that you put in that. Your body will absorb it that way. So that's my suggestion on internally. A great suggestion I also have for keeping your immune system strong is fasting. I know people are like, oh, it's dieting. I don't diet. No, fasting is a great way to detoxify your body and build your immune system. And you can do this so many different ways. You can fast on juices, on smoothies, so you don't feel like you're hungry all the time. You can actually take in as much as you want, but it's pure juice. You're cleansing your body. There's a lot of different types of fasting that you can do. Also, dry fasting, which is actually the best way, where you don't take anything into your body, food, anything but water. And you can make it easy. Say start with 13 hours. 13 hours is easy. You sleep 8 of those, right? So you're just skipping breakfast maybe. So you starve yourself for 13 hours. And what that does is when we are doing bringing in glucose into our body on a regular basis, our body is always burning that energy. Well, now when you no longer bring it into your body, the glucose it's your body starving of that glucose. It has to find another way to create energy. And how it does that is it releases those toxins out of your body. You're replenishing your body and making your body work in ways it's not used to working. So it's kind of like a little kickstart, like, oh, I forgot that I had this tool or technique within me. And so you can start with an easy 13-hour fast, say for a week, see how you feel, or you can push that up to 17 hours or 24 hours, or maybe try 2 days, see how you feel. The first 24 hours is always the hardest because our body goes into panic mode, and the parasites in your body, yes, the parasites, we all have parasites. The parasites in your body start to panic. So they all urinate at the same time and they make you feel like you're going to die and you're hungry. They give you a headache and they make you want to eat. But that is tricking you. They're tricking you. If you just hang on, drink some water, if you get through that, your body is actually detoxing and releasing those toxins. You will start to feel better within 2 days. You will actually have more energy than you've ever had. So maybe try it if that's something you want to try. But right now is the time of year to start a practice of detoxing your body, building that immunity. So we got supplements we can take. We have fasting or juicing, different types of fastings that you can try. Say you're just like, okay, well, I'm not ready to start there. Let's do some breathing exercises. Yes, there's mudras. Mudras are hand postures that we can do that help with the energy flow within our body. And there's different breathing techniques that detoxify our body, that we pump our organs, releasing those toxins. I like to combine all of these techniques around this time of year. I know a lot of people getting sick. I have a lot of people in my family right now, yet I've been around them and have not gotten sick myself. So I think some of these techniques help. So let's talk about mudras, mantras, and different yoga postures that you can do. Say, even when you're at work, you have 3 minutes out of the day. Well, here is a little kriya that I call in Kundalini yoga. That's what we call them. You have 3 minutes out of the day. You can utilize this to help balance your body and support your immune system. It's called sun breath. And you want to be sitting, you can sit comfortably. You want somewhere that you can be comfortable for 3 minutes and your spine is straight. That's why yogis, we always sit with our legs crossed. And you know, you see a lot of yogis like this. This is actually because, and maybe I can demonstrate it for you. When we cross our legs, a lot of people's back curves. I'm going to try to make my back curve because it really doesn't, but it curves. But then when you put your legs like this, it brings the back into alignment. So instead of curving, it's now straight. That is why you see yogis sitting like that, because that little tiny adjustment just from doing this to doing this brings our spine into alignment. Actually, this is my alignment right here. So we want our spines aligned. You can sit in a chair with your legs down, just wherever you feel like you are in alignment. Your spine is in alignment. You might have to tuck your chin a little bit because you want that, you don't want to dip in your neck. You want it to be straight and all the vertebrae to be straight. So you're going to sit comfortably and we're going to, well, first we're going to learn a breath of fire. Breath of fire is my favorite breath because Yogi Bhajan taught us that if you do this every day for 3 minutes a day, it wards off disease. It cleanses your entire body. So we use breath of fire with many of our practices, our kriyas in Kundalini yoga. So breath of fire, I just want you to put your hand on your abdomen so you can feel what your body is doing. And I want you to put your other finger in front of your mouth and act like it's a candle. And then you're just going to blow it out. See my stomach? Did you feel your stomach? Feel how you pushed it in on the exhalation? That is squeezing all of your organs, squeezing all the toxins out of your body every time you do that. So we're exhaling and we're squeezing all of our organs, squeezing all those toxins out, inhaling that fresh oxygen, oxygenating the blood system, bringing new vital energy into our body.
Believing Before Seeing, a new bestseller by Candace Barr. Order your copy today.
So we're going to do that, except for this time, we're going to close our mouth and exhale just through our nose. And you should be able to see your stomach pump. Our stomach, this is our energy system. Anytime you need energy, do 3 minutes of this breath a day and it will give you energy. So you pump that abdomen. That breath alone is amazing, can change your life. But now we're going to do some mudra that will help support our immune system and will help with the energy flow within our bodies. And you're going to take your ring finger, if your left hand is up, you're going to take your ring finger and touch it to your thumb. So your ring finger and your thumb are touching. All the other fingers are straight. You're going to take your right hand, make a fist, lift your index finger up, cover the right side of your nostril, or your right nostril, just the right nostril. And then you're going to do breath of fire only through the left center. This is our vital energy. This helps to balance that positive energy. What it does is it helps if we struggle with depression, anxiety, this will help to balance that out. And then we're going to do that breath of fire that I told you for 3 minutes. Oh, one more very important information. Kundalini yoga, we usually always wrap our heads. Usually when I do these practices, I have a turban on my head because this energy creates a lot of energy and it can give you a headache. It can give you a headache because the energy system is in your head and your feet, right? Where it escapes from. So you really should put something on your head, a head cover. But since I'm just showing you this and I'm not going to do it very long, I'm showing you. But when you're doing this at home, get something to cover your head with so that you don't get a headache. And if you're not and you get a headache, hey, I warned you. So left hand is up, ring and thumb fingers are touching. The rest of the fingers are up. Right hand is in a fist. index finger is up, covering the right nostril, and we start breath of fire. Now, you can look at your third eye. You can look at the tip of your nose, turning your eyes inward, either at the third eye or at the nostril. It stimulates the pituitary and pineal glands. Might make you dizzy. Don't say I didn't warn you. So you cover the right nostril and you do breath of fire. Now I'm going to look at my third eye so you can see me cross-eyed. Now I look down at my nose. So we do that for 3 minutes. Do you see my abdomen pumping? You turn your eye gaze inward, either at the tip of the nose or at your third eye, as you do breath of fire. And what this is doing, it is building your immune system. It is great for your immune system. You can do this when you have 3 minutes at work. 3 minutes out of your day. That's not that much. People that tell me, oh, I don't have time for yoga. This takes literally 3 minutes out of your day. You can do it. Don't tell me you don't have time. Okay, so after 3 minutes of doing this, you're going to inhale, hold your breath, cross your fingers, left thumb over right, and try to pull them apart. But you're resisting. So you're trying to pull them apart. As you're holding your breath in, you squeeze every muscle in your body. You're trying to squeeze your arms apart. You're holding that breath in. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then exhale, release the hands to the top of the knees. Let that breath in, let that new oxygen flow through your body, going to any area that needs new oxygen to create. So this is one of my favorite kriyas to build immunity. And I forgot what I was going to say. So this is one of my favorite ones to build immunity. And oh, I was going to tell you why we hold our breath at that end. We're holding our hands apart and we're holding our breath. Think about it like on a hose when you like cut it off and then all of a sudden you release that kink and it just like goes. That's what we're doing with our immune system. That's what we're doing with our veins. When we're starving it of oxygen, and then all of a sudden we open it. We're pumping our system. We're pumping our vital organs that usually aren't used to getting that kind of workout. We usually just kind of breathe naturally throughout the day. So just that little change of breath will do wonders. So that is one of my favorites. Let me see how we're doing on time. Okay, so that is one of my favorite. Shoot, sorry, getting a call. That is one of my favorite to do there. Also, if you just want to do breath of fire, you can do that. So there's sun breath. That includes the hand postures. That helps with the energy flow within our body. We have the mudras, where different gazes with our eyes that stimulate the pituitary and pineal gland, the breath work that is pumping our organs, and then we keep our spine straight. Now we're going to get to different postures. That's where we move our body. And these different postures are meant to move the spine. Again, you can do this in a chair. Every day, if you twist your spine in 6 different directions, you will keep your body healthy. That's what your spine is meant to do. But think about it. A lot of people don't even think about moving their spine. They might be in a chair all day long without really thinking about stretching out their spine. And if you move your spine in 6 different directions every day, you will stay limber. Your body will stay healthy, and it also helps your immune system. So I'll tell you what I'm talking about. We go forward. That's one direction, right? So I'll just straighten my legs. We're going to reach our toes. You can even do this in a chair. Reach forward. That's one direction. Now we flip it around. Do the other side. Back. Cobra. Cobra is great heart opener. Sorry, I don't know if I went out of the camera. So then we want to flip it in the other direction. Cobra. That is stretching our spine in the opposite direction. So first forward fold, then open up that heart center. The heart center, great for detoxifying the lungs, any kind of asthma, or you have COVID and you're struggling here, you've got to be doing Cobra every day if you are struggling with any kind of lung issues. So there's two directions, forward, back. Now we stretch to one side. That's 3. 4 is the other side. We did 4. Now front, back, side, side. There's 4. We have 2 more. We reach our arms up and twist. 5. And the other direction. 6. I just noticed how much I'm sweating. Whoo, and I'm not even doing anything. But see, I'm next to this fireplace because I was freezing. And now I'm sweating quite a lot. That's what happens when you decide to do yoga right next to a fireplace. I thought, oh, the ambiance. Oh, yes, the sweats. So, twist the spine 6 directions every day. Forward, back, side, side, twist, twist. And you can do that no matter where you are, even if you're at the office. So those of you who say, I don't have time for yoga, you can do yoga at work in your chair. No excuses. You can do this. That's it. And when the twist, I really like this twist because a lot of people, they forget to twist. Like we bend down to put our shoes and socks on. We stretch up, but a lot of people forget that twisting motion. So I like to, throughout the day, you might see me, I put my hands on my shoulders and I just do this. And you want to inhale one side, my hair. You want to inhale to the left, exhale to the right, or, the opposite, but inhale one side, exhale to the next. And now what that's doing now is as I'm exhaling, I can go a little bit further and my organs are squeezing even more and it's getting all those toxins out. So go. And you do that throughout the day and you want your spine to be like a little spring. So you'll notice you might be kind of stiff at first and then you can go further and further and faster because now your spine is like a little spring. As I'm trying to talk, I'm confining my organs and trying to talk at the same time. But as you go faster and faster, you can feel your little spine like a spring going back and forth. Well, you just made your spine that much healthier by doing that. Twist your spine 6 directions every day. Do your breath work, do your mantras, do your mudras, do your dristies. You got to do the dristies. I think I called them something else before. Dristies are eye gaze. Dristies are eye gaze. Mudras are the hand postures that help the flow within our body. Mantras are words, phrases that we say over and over again while we're doing these techniques. So I am healthy. As I'm doing this breath work, you're saying something. You can usually in Kundalini yoga, we say something like Sat Nam as we're doing it. Sat Nam. So we inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Now that I kind of do my own thing. So now I do, I am healthy. I am healthy. I am healthy. Whatever mantra you want to use for yourself, you focus on that energy center as you're focusing on this breath work, bringing it all, combining it together. You're combining all these things together and it makes it that much more powerful. So I hope that you learned something today, that helped. I know. So I hope that you learned something today and that maybe you'll try something new at home. Let me know if it helps you. And I look forward to seeing you again next week on a new episode of Whole-ly Chit. Thank you for being on this journey with me. I love and adore you. Mwah.